welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has game one of the American League Wild Card Series. It's the Crescents going up against the Pirates. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And we're just about set to get this Wild Card Series underway, Singy. Game one has outsized importance in a three-game set.
Yeah, Boog, it's a huge game. There's no doubt about it. Players are always talking about setting the tone in game one of a series. Well, in a three-game series, that might be the only tone that gets set. So this is no ordinary series opener.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go and towing the slab, Pedro Martinez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Okay, all set to go. Now, number one.
Number one.
Swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with rotations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't do it again.
Look with the off-speed stuff.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just...
Now, this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Let's take a look at our lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And another ball. Stays alive. Way high with that one. And it's 3-2. Orlando Colon getting on deck circle. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets it 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Christian Mena. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed on the base paths. It's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. Your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base. Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row, because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Kicks and fires.
That's a break.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Carlos Pena up next. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Second inning set to go. Here's some real power at the plate. Orlando Colon. Wouldn't chase that time. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Two now. Look at this. The velocity blasted it right past him. Now it's a rookie first baseman, Emmanuel Colon. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
One out, base is empty. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle. To first, 2 up, 2 down on the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. No score here in the second. This one popped up right side. Mateo has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. And here is Carlos Pena.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Next pitch is outside. In the air, left field. And that is a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the righty deals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's got a mini pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Vladimir Guerrero. That one missing inside. One down, base is empty. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And here goes the dynamite. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
His plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ball.
Jeremy Pena. And a curve misses outside. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Bangs off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that around.
Here's the left fielder, Will Benson. The pitch. And that one fouled off. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's carrying. Just shy of the wall. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's O'Neill Cruz.
So O'Neill Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neill. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neill Cruz will never forget. Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swings for the fastball up in the zone. Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. Left-hand batter waits. Line drive. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Another 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And now, Andy Rodriguez. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Now a miss. Number 1 waits on deck. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. Macetero sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Diaz. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him.
When you can run your fastball up there in the high 90s, you think you do it almost all the time. But right there in that at bat, he saved it until the final pitch and just blew it right by the batter. I mean, that's almost impossible to catch up to. You haven't had a chance to time that velocity, and if you're not given a reason to be expecting it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jorge Mateo now. The punch out there, and there is another strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. You know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And a pitch. Got it by him for the K. Game 1 of this wild card series. The batter will be the shortstop, number 1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
There's a cool feel in the ballpark. Yeah, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
On the run, sent it over to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ripped to third.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And now it's Juan Soto.
Soto's batting stance oozes with personality. It's one of the most recognizable in the game, Boo.
Up the middle. What a stop. To first. And they pick it up. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. The 1-2. And that's outside. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch in this next one.
And the right-hander deals. Rolls down looking. So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Pena. One down, base is empty. Outside corner for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2-2 down. Out to short. Sends it across to first. Already 2 gone here in the home front.
We talk about how the ball has come out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. And 1-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Right side, hard hit. Cologne takes it to the bag. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Orlando Cologne. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
2-2 down. That's on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up with 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
The 2-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The line to kick the pitch. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Rodriguez now at the plate. Two down, nobody on here in game 1. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. To the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of the wild card series. Into the outfield, base hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runner on at first with 1 gone. At the plate, Will Benson. Liner snagged at first. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. The Pirates out front, 1-0. Top 6, stepping in, O'Neal Cruz. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. This to center field. Siri in position. Makes the grab, run down. So up next, Marcelo Zuna.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And there's a ball. One down, base is empty.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Now it's going to be Andy Rodriguez. And a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So he's perfect through 6. Puerto Rico with the lead 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now the catcher comes up to him, Gainer Diaz. And a pitch. Late on that fastball.
Sometimes a hitter will go there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And here it comes. Big swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Kicks and deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very confident up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ripped to short. Rolls across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back. Now it's the shortstop, number 1.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And fouled off.
Well, Boog, it's so important to have a well-rested bullpen in the postseason, so it really helps getting starts like this. They're in position to win game 1, and now we can expect the bullpen.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a bouncer, and foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the late stages of game 1.
When you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the play. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make it look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Juan Soto now. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is caught on a miss. And a count 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hand hitter waits. That's to third. Slings it across. They get the out on Soto. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pitch. And that one is inside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Miguel Castro appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Stanek warming up as well. Here comes a pitch. And that's ball 4.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Pena. The pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Guerrero gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one way inside. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
And he hammered that to straightaway center field. It's a deep part of the ballpark. I'll tell you what, that wind is blowing straight in. Got to be a big man if you're going to go through the wind of that part of the park. He just knocked that ball down.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
At the belt and fires. High fly ball, right field. Soto sizing this one up. And that is that. Top of the 8th, and now the DH, Orlando Colon.
Not a single base runner through the first 7 innings for these guys. They've had no answer.
And he deals. And another ball. Ripped on the ground to second. Macetero sends it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, bro, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Sizes this one up. Brings it in. And there are 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through. And the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's a ball in 2 strikes. And Stafford misses down and away. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3. Righty reliever out of the pen, Miguel Castro.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the third baseman, Jeremy Pena. Right-handed reliever. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Didn't chase that time. And now 2-2. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 30, Will.
And here is Will Benson. The 3-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Action in the pen down there. Elvis Peguero appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. That one drilled left field. Ozuna ranging back. And that one becomes property of the beast. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
One out, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. The 1-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Soto gets under it. And there's 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Jorge Mateo digs in now. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. Hit in the air, center field. On his way over. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that'll do it. Pedro Martinez. Perfect so far. We'll see if he can make history as we head to the ninth. All set for the start of the inning. Down to third baseman, O'Neal Cruz.
Defensively on their toes like never before.
The 2-1. And another ball.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this picture in the history books. They're going to make the play.
And he swings and misses. That's right for him. And that puts an end to the perfect game.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now the left fielder, Marcelo Zuna.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Hit the air, left field. Benson has this one sized up, brings it in. And there's one down. Just 2 more outs to go in this bid for a no-hitter.
And physically, there's probably some fatigue, but mentally, which might be what's most important, he seems as strong now as he's been all game.
I'm sure the adrenaline is fully ramped up at this point as well. Tying run at the plate. Now he breaks his bat as it's put in play. And he's safe at first. That's their first hit of the ball game.
The third no-hit innings in just 2
¿Cómo jodió el no-hitter ahí? Yo no puedo creer. Wow. Mira este caminando, brother. No.
And the batter will be the shortstop.
Le jodieron el no-hitter a Pedro Martínez.
So the tying run at second.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on.
Ahora falta que se la saque. Date huevo.
2 on, 1 out. And it skips into the...
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Esto se está poniendo feo, feo para Cabo Rojo.
Pedro Martinez departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher now, Yimi Garcia.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Well, if he gets the save here, he's going to have earned it. Just getting through this hitter is going to be a challenge enough.
Swings through that one off the front that time.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The pitch. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. Pitching change here, Rafael Montero.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Good to let that pitch down.
Swing and a miss.
That kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So they're down to their final out. Here's Juan Soto. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And another ball. Two outs. To the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Here in this wild card series, they take game one in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series, but these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelton.